You want this year to be a transformational year where you really get the thing you want. It could be the dream body, it could be your health, it could be in your love life, it could be in your income, in your career. I want to show you exactly how you can do that. Now, I feel really inspired to share with you guys today. Many of you have found me recently for my story about meeting Tommy and how I went from really feeling like a relationship was not possible for me, that there was nobody right for me out there in the world. I've had so many bad relationship or difficult experiences, to meeting Tommy, finding the beautiful love of my life, and we're together for over 7 years, married for about 5.5. I want to share with you a few principles that has completely transformed my life, as well as hundreds of gay men that I've worked with around the world. So this is the core principle. You've got to be someone who is able to hold your vision and your desire. Really hold that vision even when the evidence is telling you otherwise. When I was dreaming of meeting the love of my life and holding a loving relationship, every single evidence was going against me. I had people reject me for my skin color. I had people call me, there's nothing cute about you. I had experiences where my love life fell apart, when my ex left me for his ex. Or there were so many reasons that was telling me, Jared, it is not possible for you. I've seen so many relationships around me where it was full of drama, full of sometimes violence, and I didn't have a blueprint. But what I had to do, what Jared had to do, was actually hold this vision of, okay, what is the relationship that I want to have? What is sort of communication, the love? How would it feel? How would it feel to be so loved and seen, and it feels natural and calm and smooth and beautiful? And for that to be a normal thing, what would that feel like? What would that look like? What would it feel like for me to really love someone and have them really love me too? What would it feel like to share my dreams and desires with someone and have that be heard? What would it feel like to share my fears with someone and have them to love me anyway? What would it feel like for me to be my full self and be fully accepted as I am? And I had to really go there. And I had to really heal and let go of so many old stories that to be fully myself and seen is not okay, that people will run 1,000 miles, that there's no good guys out there because every guy just wants sex, whatever story that was going on, that may be going on in your mind, right? That there's not the right people in where I was living. There were so many stories that I had to let go and destroy and delete. But here's the problem, guys. A lot of you that I've seen, and I've worked with so many gay men now, some very successful guys, right? You may be getting inside your head. Share with you a client of mine who, business owner, successful, but he had the story running that there was no guy out there who could meet him. His whole story was that maybe people want him for his money, right? Maybe people want him just for his success, but people wouldn't love him. And I had to really help him challenge that and let go of all the stuff. What we found was that he lived his entire life since being a kid, that his parents weren't really around for him. So he had to be very self-sufficient, look out for himself, look after himself. He was I had to be independent. When what we noticed was, hey buddy, you're not actually allowing love in. You're not actually being the man who is capable of receiving love. You actually have to open your heart and be willing to get hurt, to be willing to rest your heart. You have to actually shift the belief that actually believe love is possible for you. We did crazy things, by the way. I got him to open up his closet and create room for his dream guy. I got him to actually create his space in his house for love to come in, right? So many things. Core step. You've got to be so clear on the vision, right? And whatever evidence, whatever old stories around you that tells you otherwise, you've got to be willing to let that go. And most people will call this delusional, right? You're delusional. Yeah, I'm actually asking you to be delusional. If I was not delusional, I would not have met Tommy or actually allowed Tommy into my life. If I was not delusional about my body, right? When I was binge eating, when I was running for 20 kilometers sometimes, when I was trying all these workouts and diets and hating what I saw in the mirror, right? When I was body shamed by other people, right? Called the chubby kid when I was a kid. When I had all this stuff going on, Jared Bruce Lee had to be so delusional. Lady Gaga says, I just need one person to believe in you. You need one person. I believe in you. Jared Bruce Lee had to say, you know what? I want to create this body. Jared Bruce Lee was so delusional that he thought, actually, what if he could get onto DNA magazine? What if LGBTQ magazine? What if he could get onto fitness commercials? Absolutely bonkers, delusional. My classmates said to me, Jared, you get fit? Can't imagine that. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. Jared Bruce Lee was delusional. I had to hold that vision so clearly and give a big F you to any other evidence that told me otherwise. Last part, financially. Maybe financially in your career, right? In your business, you're not doing what you want. Maybe you've been going out of promotion, you're feeling stuck, stagnant, right? This is next level for you. To give you guys a bit of insight, I was broke in 2020, unemployed and broke. By 2022, I retired my husband from his accounting job. That's how fast life can shift for you. What did I have to do? I had to actually become delusional that I could build financial success. I had to be delusional and hold the vision of the success so clearly, even though all my evidence showed otherwise. Now, this is the part, by the way, there's a few, you may be hearing this like, hey, okay, this all sounds good. I want to be delusional. I want to hold a vision, but holy shit, guys. Oh, Jared, you don't know my situation, X, Y, Z, all the stuff is going on. Cool, I hear you. Now, here's the thing to show you how to actually do this. Number one, hold the vision. Anything else that contradicts you, you gotta have two things. I didn't do things alone. I didn't change my body by myself. Yes, I had to show up to the work, but did not do that alone. I had mentors, trainers, support by my side. My love life, couple therapy, therapists, I had people by my side. Business, same thing. People, mentors, investing into myself. Did not do it alone. If you think that you can just do this alone with zero help from the outside, that is unhealthy delusion. It is unhealthy delusion because all your evidence so far has already shown doing what you have been doing has gotten you a certain result. Something has to shift. Jared Bruce Lee had to go out there and find the people, the person, right? The people who had the body he wanted, who had the fitness, the workouts, the nutrition habits, the identity of the person that he wanted to become. Jared Bruce Lee had to go out and find evidence of relationships, of people who were in loving relationships. Go and find evidence. Business, financial success, same thing. Had to go find those people. I invested so far, I think about $450,000 into my own development, into the people, not all at once, one by one, right? Nothing was by chance. Number two, you absolutely need somebody in your life. Somebody. You need at least just one person who believes in your dreams and your vision and your goals. You need somebody who sees when you tell them your vision, like, hey, I want to get shredded, right? Or maybe I want to find love or something. They will, hands on their heart, say, I fucking believe in you. I know that you can do this. I know you can succeed. And even better, you want this person to be living as that role model. Because if you have someone say, hey, you can find love, but they're struggling in their love life, you're probably not going to believe them. If you want to make more income and impact, but the person telling you is broke or living or doing a job they don't like, you're probably not going to believe them. If you want to get super fit and healthy and strong, but the person telling you is like, hey, I believe in you, yeah, high five, go ahead, you can do it, but they are binge eating every day, or maybe they're not that fit or they're not that healthy, You're not going to believe them. You need somebody who is living the example, living the same desire and dream that you have, or at least similar, and says, yeah, let's go, buddy. You got this. You can do this. You can win. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. And you know what happens? That transfer of belief is powerful. That's why I'm so intentional on who I am surrounding myself with the people who inspire me and lift me to where I want to go. Now, if you're somebody, by the way, if you're somebody who's super successful, I've worked with a lot of super successful men, right, in your business, in your careers. This is the hardest thing that the hardest bullet you've got to swallow is this. The harder you go in your life, the less people you're going to have that is capable of holding that space for you. The harder you go, the less people you're going to find when you just look around, right, who can hold that for you. So, all of that in mind, back to the principle, you've got to hold the vision so clearly. Hold the vision of your dreams, of your desires, and be willing to let go and ignore all the evidence that tells you otherwise. All that comes after that is finding the right mentor, the right people, person, or better as community, but people who can lift you up and challenge you to rise, where your dreams and goals just seem normal, okay? Seem normal, and you got to back yourself. So we're not talking about unhealthy delusion where you just go, hey, I'm going to change my life, right? I'm going to change my life. I'm going to get a fitter shape of my life, and I'm just going to spend the night eating Doritos, watching Netflix, the same next day. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to start next Monday. That is not a healthy delusion, okay? If you're saying I'm going to find the love of my life, right? You're going to meet the love of my life, but you're not actually putting yourself out there in positions where you can actually meet people, right? Or maybe when you have a potential date and you're like, no, sorry, I'm too busy. That is not a healthy delusion, right? So, vision, let go of ignore all the evidence, right? You can be aware of it, but don't listen to all the evidence telling you otherwise. Plant in new stories, new belief, right? Find mentors, people who will back you, who will support you and help you regulate your nervous system, what we call safety in your body, where you feel safe to actually create the change. Because I can match you, by the way. I've seen this time and time again with everyone is stuck, whichever area of your life. If you've been stuck in a pattern, right, there's probably an old story, something inside your body that tells you, hey, it is actually not safe for you. You're like, I want the body, I want the love, but there's something telling you, hey, it's not safe for you to have that body. If you get into ridiculously good shape, people are going to think you're a vain asshole. I had a client say that to me. So, oh, well, buddy, of course you're not going to get in great shape because your mind is telling you you're going to become a vain asshole and everybody's going to hate you, right? You're going to do everything to not do the thing. If you have a thing about, hey, if I find love, right, I'm going to destroy it. It's going to be just like my parents, the bad relationships, the dark, toxic divorce. It's going to be the same experience. You're not going to find love. You're going to go chase all the guys who's unavailable. You're going to chase all the things that is unsteady because like, hey, that loving, safe relationship actually doesn't feel safe in my body. I had that for years. It felt more safe for me to live in chaos than to actually have calm, loving relationship. Same thing with money. You want to earn more, you want a promotion, you want a business success, yet you're judging rich people like, hey, all rich people are greedy, they're selfish, they're dickheads, right? They don't care about people. Then you're not going to go for the promotion. You're not going to go after your dream career. You're not going to go after the business because, like, hey, I don't want to become that dickhead. Nervous system safety. The beautiful part, guys, is that when you are surrounded by, or you have at least one mentor, one person who's like, fuck yeah, I believe in you, and they're living the example, you go, oh, it's possible. And this person that I look up to isn't a dickhead, right? He or she has a caring heart, cares for people, wants the best for people, right? And you start to learn all these different ways of thinking. Your nervous system starts to regulate. All right, fam, it's a big spiel for the day. If any of this has hits home, any of this resonates, whether with the body, with the love, your career, maybe with the nervous system safety, holding the vision, even when all the evidence is going against you, even though it's hard, you're facing these obstacles and setbacks, you want to be pulled back to your old self. Let me know what resonates. And if you want to dive deeper into this work, this is what the Daring Academy is for. Number one, help you, of course, develop the habits, workouts, nutrition. That's the easy, boring stuff. I can do that in my sleep with you. But to develop the identity, regulate your nervous system with your dreams, right? We raise your thermostat with your dreams. Your standards rise when your dreams fall to your standards because they're higher and you can create success. And you want, not just myself, the Daring Academy, by the way, with other gay men who are all going for it, crushing it, seeing changes in their bodies, in their love lives, in their careers. You want that support? DM me, the Daring Academy. I'll send you the details. If you're someone who's a bit more private, you're like, hey Jared, I want like fast access, I want personal access, I want to work one-on-one, first at least, right? I want to go all in, I want to create change. DM me one-on-one, I'll send you the details for that, on how I work privately with gay men around the world, right? Primarily my men are in US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, Europe, but we've got guys in Dubai, Israel, Singapore, around other places too. But anyway, DM me one-on-one if that's where the direction you want to go. But if you have something that's hit home, please drop in my DMs, send me some feedback, let me know what's going on. We'd love to hear from you. And I just want to let you know, whatever dream and vision you have right now, it is possible. It is 100% possible. But number two, you absolutely have to become the man that can rise to it. Become the man that can have it. It doesn't happen by chance. You have to become the person. That's healthy delusion.